Hello, good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of The Real Believer's Battle. I am your host today, Celia. I will be continuing with the second part of a three-part series discussing Jesus Christ and who is Jesus, the rewards for choosing him, and the punishment for rejecting him. Forgive me because I'm using my phone on my camera to record. This teaching probably won't be that long. I only have like maybe 7 scriptures I'm going to read to you guys today, but I want you to enjoy the rewards of Jesus Christ and the rewards you get for choosing him. So I'm going to start off by reading Matthew 5 through verse 1 through 12, and these are the blessings that he pronounced out uh to those that choose him. So I'm going to read from chapter 5 verse 1 through 12. And seeing the multitude, he went up into a mountain, and when he was sat, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. For there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they that which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. Then he says, Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so they persecuted the prophets which were before you. This is just a teaching that Jesus Christ sat down and gave to the multitude as he told them all the blessings that they receive as being called the children of God, as being in him. Next, I'm going to go to the book of Revelations, 21, chapter 1 through 27. Let's go all the way to the book. And this, I have no basically order to which I am reading this. I'm just reading these to you, basically a brushstroke, a stroke into who Jesus is. And I'm going to read 21 through 27. A new heaven and a new earth. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride ordained for her husband. Remember, we are the bride, and Jesus Christ is the bridegroom. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with man, and he will dwell with them. And they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. And God shall wipe away all their tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these things are true and faithful. This I'm telling John. And then we go to chapter 6. And he said unto me, It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that are athirst the fountains of water of life of freely. And he that overcometh shall have all these things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But for the fearful and the unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and the whoremongers, and the sorcerers, and the idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake of fire, which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death, which is thrown into the lake of fire. That's after the coming of Jesus Christ. And this is after his 1,000-year reign. And there came unto me one of the angels, which had the 7 vials full of the 7 last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descended out of heaven from God, having the glory of God. And her light was like unto a stone most precious, even as a jasper stone, clear as crystal. And had a great wall, and high, and had 12 gates, and at the 12 gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. And on the east 3 gates, and on the north 3 gates, and on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And all the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. If you really want to know why there are 12 apostles, and then you have the 12 tribes of Israel, basically just the foundation and how God chose his people. And basically this is where we get our, word from, inspired by the Holy Spirit, of course, but it really came from that chosen people, Israel, and then from his 12 disciples, which is the foundation of basically the New Testament, the New Living, not New, the New Testament that we read right here today. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to, I'm going to go to John 14:1-3. John 14. Huh?